Hi, my name is David Martinez, and I'm from Santa Paula, California, and raised in Simi Valley. I've always been led to the feminine items. Does that make sense? So, as in kindergarten, I remember I walked into school. It was like my first day. I was super excited. I walked in there, and right from the beginning, I felt distance because, like I said, I only played with my two brothers. But when it came into going into school, that's when a lot of stuff started. I started looking at, I was more leaded to the girl side. I've always been connected to the girls since I was a kid. So when I was a kid, I've always liked to play with Barbies, dolls, and my grandma had no problem about it because she's like, well, he's a kid, right? And one of my cousins come over, right? He decided to grab his dad's laptop and he went to my church. So as he opened his dad's laptop, he introduced me to pornography. At a young age, he introduced me to pornography. So about 10 years old, he showed me pornography. And at first, I didn't think anything of it. Like I said, I was still confused. But the thing is, I never told anybody about it. That's when we were watching pornography, a little thing popped out and it was gay porn. Right away, I'm like, Mom, I think I'm gay. I just remember she grabbed her hand, she slapped me right in the face. But I remember telling my sister, I'm gay. My sister's like, I already know. She's like, I knew since you were a kid. That's all my sister told me. I knew. So as I graduated as a transgender woman from high school, there's just a point where I remember I just couldn't do it no more. After the pain, the rejection, the hurt, the everything, that lifestyle, the darkness, all of that. Pastor Richard had a church. He was just opening up in Santa Paula. That was home for me. That home church was my hometown church. And then he's told me, he's like, you're trying to do this alone. But he's like, you can't. He's like, God's been putting on my heart. You're struggling. He's like, he sees you. He's like, have you ever thought of going to a men's home? I went to sleep, I had a dream. Bunk beds, roommates, brothers. I called my pastor, I was so happy. I was like, Pastor, God responded. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to the men's home. I'm going, contact Pastor Daniel. Being free from that, and I can never look back on my old self and that lifestyle anymore, and knowing that I'm delivered and the chains are broken and that my future kids won't experience what I went through, that generational curses are broken, that there's healing and that there's power in His name. And now I can testify that the men's home discipleship home is a good place to be at, because not only that, they take in any darkness, any background. Because if God can use anybody for His kingdom, He could use you.